Or the Vexana. Oh, the board.
Oh, of course.
To be fair, there's not a lot of cancels for the, or at least for a lot of dive for Geekay Esports apart from the Hylos and obviously the Hirara. So maybe the gourd can actually work. And like I said, like the Clinton and Eudora, they have long range damage, but at the same time, they had to go through two tanky dudes.
Astana off at the Shark just to delay. Nats decided to go in with a flicker and the jump through the Uranus, and they're going to double down onto Quanok. They take down the mid lane. That's going to be the missing gush by Cold World onto Shen and Aizen. They take out the Eudora. This forces back Senno a little bit, but GK are still in contention for this turtle. Best player hold a very good spot in the bush for a surprise, but you have to be honest at this point, and that's going to be a missing gush onto Shen. Everything thrown into the high loss, and that's no more roamer for GK. They decide to go forward. Shark with the Minoan Fury plus flicker forward will catch Sino Bomba. The Hirara is really low, but the iframe uses two of them to stay alive. Gets to avoid the torn apart memory and all the other damage dished out by Alpha7, but with the Hirara force back.
The way that they approach a teamfight, they saw a high loss, and their thought process is, okay, let's commit the Mystic Gush and most of our resources just to take out this Hylos so that we can eventually move properly around the game. And they were able to take the turtle fight because of that. Cold World with a 4th kill in this game. 5 minutes and 48 seconds in. This board is going to be a treat for Alpha7.
So much firepower on the side of Alpha7, and Shark will eat every single-handedly as Shen overcommits downside in the bottom. They make sure that they capitalize, and Xenobomba loses the purple. 2 items now for best player 1. Divine Glaive just locked in for this Harley. Knock up from Shark, plus the poke, plus the burst combo. Shen, can he hold on? Yes, he will. Just enough from the Revitalize to keep himself alive. Nats decide to go forward with the flicker. He's not going to be able to commit that kill onto the high loss, and now this Uranus might get punished. They're not coming on. Fury by Shark lands onto 4, saves Nas and Alpha7. They started seeing that Shen can be melted down real quickly. And anyone else, oh, that's gonna be Shen taking everything again, but he's gonna be able to bring down the Glorious Pathway. That's a stun coming in from Quanok, right onto Cold World, perfect. But Zia is well protected by these tacky boys. The torn apart memory doesn't take down Quanok, but Nats does. 2 kills for Alpha, and no Skyburster just yet, forcing best player 1 to respond to that. Dragging out the stance a little bit more. This stuff's a little bit more favorable for GK. They jump onto Cold World immediately. No respect from Alpha7 for the surprise Glorious Pathway and engage. They get the combo off too onto Gord, so this makes it a little bit easier for them in the next dance.
Yeah, and how about that Revitalize to protect Aizen? Torn apart memory will not be able to finish him off. And now they have found the Brody! They have taken him down with a quick one! And now they have found more! The Falling Starborn onto the Harley. Harley goes down. In exchange for the Esmeralda, they have taken 2 cores down from Alpha7 and Shen, as well as this Clint. They will be pushing in the middle while the Hirara was taking the Lord. Nats tried to go for a kill of the Quanok.
Sounds like oh, Nats decided to go ahead and check Shen again with a Glorious Pathway. Splits Alpha7 in half. Will they be able to help their Uranus in time? The answer is no. Perfect Glorious Pathways. Oh my god, what an entry by Sino. Even the counter Minoan Fury for Alpha7 couldn't lead into them getting more damage off. GK. Nice slow dance closer to Alpha7's tempo. Knockups, 2 on them, both on best player and Zia. They're not going to be able to capitalize on it. Shark goes through the Minoan Fury. Aizen and Shen have gone all the way to the back. Even Quanok went in with a flicker in the combo because Shark decided to initiate forward. Zia and Cold World were left open for
Alpha7 are caught with their tail tucked in between their legs. They're trying to run away. Good deadly magic. Immortality gonna be popped. No Revitalize or even a Winter Crown. Best player finally finds an opening. Of course, Geekay Esports are slowly going for the lead this time, and they're actually zoning on the members of Alpha7. I think the prompt was there was the Harley up top, so they decided, okay, let's go for an immediate play.
Oh, the count from Quanok again! Flicker with the full combo with the Harley! Zia gets a shutdown, but Xenobomba takes down Zia! Quanok, you are a Eudora god among men. 3 members of Alpha7 are down, and GK only lost their Eudora. but it was the trade of all trades. The flicker forward by Yaga with the combo. They take down Cold World. Nafs cannot hold on anymore against this onslaught. GK take game 1.
I wish there was a CCTV recording of my reaction because I blew my brains out from that play coming out of Quanok.
The future.
And they're not even hyped, Renmar. It's just another Tuesday for them. Quanok, God among men when it comes to the Eudora. Definitely the MVP of this game. Be able to sneak a lot of good kills in the early stages, but that last one onto the Harley, allowing the Harith as long as there's the Rafaela. Oh, how about that quick pickup from Geekay Esports? And by the way, this was the idea of ONIC Indonesia.
Yeah.
Actually, to pick up the Granger up against the Harith. Every time, you know, I think it's just a camera thing. Whenever he sees Harith, it seems like it takes him back to that season 15 and 14 era where it's Granger versus Harith.
Yeah. It's the go-to matchup. And it does work very well also paired up with Marcel. So despite it...
if you look back to the draft and watch it as it went by, they picked the Granger so quickly. Look at that. Okay. Esmeralda versus Uranus. This is his time. You know, season 9 and back in season 7, there's so many times that there's so many games replaying in my head right now.
Right now, it looks like that's the case. Cold World is able to get away just in time. Great combos right now by Alpha7 to stop GK from getting any momentum here. But Zeno Bomba is able to still retrieve the turtle at the last possible minute. And the golden hour looks good, setting it up for Baba Yaga, but he's not going to be able to get the damage off of the best player one. Aizen still alive. GK get away with it and take a green cap alongside it. Naf is still relentless. He doesn't want to let go of this. He knows.
Here, like the conceal play, that they want to really force out Koano, and that's a flicker committed by the Vexana. Although for exchange, Eternal Guard for Shark. The backlines that's going to be Aizen has to flicker out because the Zaman Force was activated. They're out of the zone, but look at that slow trickle down damage coming up from that to take out Zeno with that flicker, but that will be an exchange. A 1-for-1 will favor Alpha7 because of the retribution, but of course, the resurrection that allows Alpha7 to now have the advantage.
And it is here now for Alpha. Their best chance of being able to take the turtle, and they do. Aizen trying to deal as much damage as he could before he goes down. Yaga not going to be able to get any kills or a lot of damage. Gia decides to flicker as the Zaman Force. The Granger is underneath it all, and Yaga gets punished. Alpha7 is locked in. They're not going to be able to hold this formation. What a pick off by Alpha7, and they're going to continue it under this tower. Yaga and Shen, supported by Quana in the bush, and they're able to hold on. Shen still able to get a kill onto Cold World. That's an outplay by GK. They get the freeze moment onto their golden hour, onto the Esmeralda, but of course, Nafs gets away. But that's not going to work, and that won't work for a majority of these players. Oh, suddenly Shark with the engagement, and here comes Alpha7 with the response to follow up with the great Wrath of Dryad, but the Yaga gets a kill there onto Zia. That's going to be a slow bubbling start here for this Granger. Now has the first set of stacks for the Sky Piercer. Did have to use the flicker to get away from safety though. And the resurrection from the Rafaela means the Harith will be back. Alpha7 is taking a lot of damage, but so is GK. The Nolan is not anywhere close by. Will Alpha7 read the situation correctly? They see the Nolan up top now. It looks like they can support with plays, but Aizen gets taken down. Or excuse me, he gets to take down the Belleric. Nafs goes in Falling Star Moon. Aizen gets to flicker away. Best player one is chasing after him, and he just uses the consecration to get away. But BP1 is stuck. He's left alone. He needs the help, but some outplays, some moments of brilliance from him, but that was way too risky. It looks like a massive miscom by Alpha7.
And there's no resurrection coming up from Color because they used it for Zia, which would have given them the advantage. And a big takedown on Nats. Onto the middle, the Eternal Guardian lands up to Cold World, pushing away that Rafaela. It means that player one is too good to have at the stage of the game.
It was not worth it. Here comes the golden hour. He brought down the Guardian. It delays the damage, but it still goes down. Okay, so now I'm learning a little bit more and more with the Vixana and the Marcel combo. That is interesting. And now GK, it looks like Alpha7. I feel like that big loss was just way too demoralizing for them. Zia falls down. They are slowly crumbling. Yaga is now on his third stack for the Skypiercer after getting his first of that long dance. And just when it looked good, it now looks terrible. But great for GK, who have crawled back this comeback from
Sports crawled back to this game.
They were up 2K in gold. Oh wait, before I complete that thought, golden hour. Perfect
God
entry and engaged by Shen on this Marcel. That was a hidden snapshot, a candid photo, perfectly taken, and Nafs was not ready for it. He walked right into the bait play of GK, and despite not having taken any turrets, despite 2K down, only just what, 4 or 5 minutes ago, maybe even shorter than that, GK have turned this around into utter domination. Best player gets taken out, Yaga gets his 7th stack, and Alpha7 will be frustrated with themselves with how they lost this, as GK crawled back, clapped back, and have devastated Alpha7 into a sweep.
The team with a better coordination wins today. And that's testament on how good Geekay was when it comes to their chemistry, when it comes to how they're executing the team fights, especially in important moments.